Good morning. Welcome to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy Caratenuto, the Executive Director of Flagler Humane Society. My beautiful co-host today is Boo Boo. Boo Boo is a 3-year-old terrier mix. She's helping today by laying on the floor and just chilling. She's going to help us out here on the show, though. Boo Boo is... she's been at the shelter since December, so she really would love to have a new home and not so much be the radio co-host anymore. Boo Boo walks great on a leash. She likes going on sniffaries, which is what the volunteer dog walkers call them because she likes to sniff. She also just loves to snuggle, and she's a really nice little dog. She's I say little, 45 pounds. Great, like I said, great on a leash, rides well in a car, good with kids. She's beautiful, tan and white. So come to the shelter or check her out on our website, flaglerhumanesociety.org, and look for Boo Boo. Boo Boo, the famous WNZF Speaking of Animals radio show co-host. And aside from Boo Boo and me, we have like a super duper special guest today. Any of you who have listened to the show for quite some time, actually Speaking of Animals started in the summer of 2012. And my guest today is actually the very first hostess of Speaking of Animals, Nicole Brose. Woo, yay. Welcome, Nicole.
Yay. Thank you. And hello, Boo Boo.
And at the time when you were the hostess of Speaking of Animals, you were also, in your spare time, the Flagler Humane Society board president.
Yes, I remember those times very well, and they're very dear in my heart in the entire county and this show. I'm super excited to be back.
I know. It's so cool to have you back. So tell us a little bit about you and what you've done since leaving Speaking of Animals and Flagler Humane Society.
Yeah, and I also have with me Mylene Alfaro, the communications manager at the Rescue Sanctuary that I will tell you about in a minute.
Welcome,
hello, everybody.
Welcome.
She speaks Spanish and English very well, so I'm excited to have her.
So, Mylene, will you say welcome to Speaking of Animals in Spanish, since I don't know Spanish?
Sure, I do. Bienvenidos a Hablando de Animales.
Oh, doesn't that sound pretty?
Sure,
that sounds so pretty.
Yeah, so since leaving Flagler County, running the Education Foundation and the Humane Society, I have been doing a lot of animal welfare consulting all over the world. Helped again with First Coast No More Homeless Pets, an org that I helped start with Rick Ducharme back in, 2000. So went back and worked for them for a little while, helped open a second location, and really just have loved the consultancy work. Orgs like Hearts of Love Village in Las Vegas, which has gone from a small nonprofit to one of the largest nonprofits now serving animals west of the Mississippi. So it's been a real joy, and I learned a lot in Flagler with the Flagler Humane Society, and just have loved the journey. And now I actually helped found Guayabo Animal Rescue, located in Costa Rica. I say rural, authentic Costa Rica. It's a beautiful community, a beautiful place. We're the only services for people and pets in a very large area. And we work with dogs, horses, goats, a couple cows, chickens, and we do a lot of the same type of programs that you do right there in the United States.
That's so cool. That's really, you have to have a great feeling of accomplishment to have been a start. You were there at the very beginning of that, right?
Yeah, so I met the actual owners of the property on a surf trip with my husband back in 2021, and they had all this property, and Stan Merkin was he had cancer and he was going to pass. He really wanted to know what to do with the land, And I said, to leave an amazing legacy, let's actually start the Animal Rescue Sanctuary. So many conversations, and years later, we're a legal nonprofit in the U.S., a 501c3. And we also have our legal nonprofit status in Costa Rica. We have our NGO. The two work together. The 501 helps fundraise and sends money to the NGO. And I have an amazing team here, boots on the ground every day. And I go back and forth between my home in Atlantic Beach, Florida, and right here in Costa Rica. And Mylene handles the communications, again, speaking both Spanish and English, and also being from the Guayabo Animal Rescue area. So the town of Guayabo, like, she's actually from this town.
Wow. So what is the town? I mean, like, is it a lot of people? Is it little town? Is it? I've never even been to Costa Rica. Yes. I'm so jealous. I know you told me I can come visit.
Oh, you have to come. Yeah, we have a great place here for you to come and visit us. Guayabo town is a pretty tiny town. We're around 4,000 people, maybe. Actually, in Costa Rica, we are only 5 million. So, yeah, Guayabo town, we are in a volcano, basically the Miravalles volcano. And we have excellent views, and weather is just the greatest in Costa Rica.
I'm sure. So cool. So how long have you been involved in that, Malin?
I have been with these guys already for 2 years, and I'm so passionate with the doggies, and I just love what I do. This is a really paradise. I cannot ask for anything else being here.
Awesome. Paradise and helping animals. Like, what more can you ask for? And working with Nicole, too.
Yeah. And Amy, so perspective. So Costa Rica, again, as Mylene mentioned, that there's 5 million residents thereabouts, and there are about 2 million dogs. And about 1 million are considered strays. So they have no homes. So if you put that in perspective, it's the overpopulation of dogs is getting better slowly, but it's still in crisis mode. So the mission of what we're doing, which, you know, my heart is with spay-neuter.
For sure.
And all the work that I've done to date is revolved around spay-neuter. And so we have spay-neuter campaigns every month. We have an amazing veterinarian. Our manager, Luis, is an administrator and also a licensed vet tech. And all of our team actually roll up their sleeves and help with the campaigns. And we have volunteers. So to date, we've almost spay-neutered 2,000 animals, and we've only been legally up and running for the last couple years.
Wow.
So everyone told me that no one would even spay-neuter their pets here because it just wasn't a thing. It wasn't offered. And so we do it for a suggested donation, and people will come out of pocket and donate a little bit. And we also will do it for free for those who can't afford it. And we also provide transportation. So it's pretty special. We're doing exactly what the U.S. is doing, what I learned in Flagler and what you work hard at doing in all the animal shelters in the U.S. is, you know, not just house animals and get them adopted, but really try to get to the root of the problem.
For sure. Make a real difference. It's so cool what you're doing. And 2,000 surgeries that would not have been done without you guys there. So congratulations. That's huge. And I definitely want to hear more about this awesome place. So we're going to talk some more about Guayabo Animal Rescue and Sanctuary when we get back from this break. Welcome back to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy Caratenuto, along with my beautiful co-host, Terrier mix Boo Boo, straight from the shelter, who's up for adoption, and our special guests from Costa Rica, Nicole and Mylin. Welcome back. So, Nicole, last time we talked, you mentioned a really interesting volunteer program that y'all have down there. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say, too, it is a beautiful day in Costa Rica right now. So we have working volunteer trips that you can book. So folks can come to the Animal Rescue Sanctuary and for a week, but actually up to 3 weeks. So we do them for several weeks if the guest would like. You can come with one person or you can have up to 8 people.
Wow.
And we put you to work. You clean, the dogs here are free roaming, so a little different than in the U.S. We do have some kennels where maybe a dog that had a surgery or is recovering from an injury or maybe new to the shelter, so we're getting the dog acclimated a little bit to the smells and sounds. So you clean the kennels, you bathe dogs, you work with them on the leash, and not all of them are leash trained, as you can imagine. You bathe horses. You can, spend time with the horses, the goats. You can help with nail trimming and just all the different things. And if you have a medical background, you can work with our veterinarian. You can assist with the medical procedures. You can give medicine, even if you don't have a medical background. We really just immerse people in the day-to-day of what running a 300-acre sanctuary with anywhere from 50 to 60 free-roaming dogs. That number fluctuates, obviously. So it's just a great way. And then all of our staff here are local from the community, so you get to meet the local people and really just immerse yourself in the culture.
How cool. That's such an interesting idea. And I'm sure it is a huge help to the shelter. Like you're educating, you're everything all at once, right? That's so awesome.
Yeah, and we do charge for that because all that money goes directly back into supporting what we do here, our mission. We do have a supporter that helps cover a lot of like the staffing and a lot of the overhead. And so anyone who comes to visit, whether they do a day trip, they do a working volunteer trip, we also have villas that guests can actually book on Airbnb and booking.com. And all that money goes back to our mission as well. So a guest can just come for a couple days and play with the dogs. Right now we have 25 under 4 months old. So loads of puppies, which the more spay neuter we do, the less puppies there will be. So when I say that like, okay, next time I come, let's have less.
Yes.
So you can stay on Airbnb or you can stay in the villas. You can also, just do a working volunteer trip. You can find that on our website, and you can, just do a day trip. Just come and ride horses. We do rescue horseback rides. So we have rescue horses, and you can ride them around the 300 acres and see the volcano that Mylene was mentioning. And I'll let her, she's actually here, lives on the property. So she's here full time. And again, I go back and forth between the U.S. and Costa Rica. So Mylene, tell us the viewers a little bit about when they arrive, what actually happens.
All right, yes. Well, usually visitors, they come to our refugee and they have no idea what are they expecting. So the first thing is when we show them the place where they're going to stay, they get just so impressed and astonished because our villas are really huge, big, clean, and they're really nice. So they enjoy their stay in different ways. Some of them do horseback riding. Other ones like the adventures, like the ATVs, off-road ATVs. And so they grab that, and usually they enjoy it a lot. And also we also have some places where you can go just walk, do some hiking. And some other ones just come to rest. They just want to hear the birds and to see the sunset and the sunrise. So there are different things to do, but different ways that they enjoy it. But everybody loves it. Just love it. This is just a great place to be.
That's really cool. Like how many horses do you have there?
We have 8 horses.
Oh, nice. So
yeah,
that just sounds so perfect. Like you say, immerse yourself into what the locals do and take care of the animals at the same time. And it just sounds really, I am definitely going to have to come visit. Yeah,
and it's just a way to give back because again, every dollar that's people spend with us goes right back into our spay neuter. We have a pet food bank, Amy. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
We have pet food bank. We do adoption programs. We also bring the school children to our property, and Luis and Mylene will put together a workshop. They have workbooks. They learn about animal compassion, and they learn about spay neuter, and then they actually go out and ride the horses around and walk around and just see the animals. So our goal is to just share animal compassion. They will actually even ride on a cow. Mm-hmm. We want people to know that animals we can share the earth with the animals, and we can have compassion for all animals. And it's just a beautiful thing to learn all that I've learned over this past several decades, or not several decades, but a few decades. Okay, several. and bring it to this really rural, authentic place. Mm-hmm. And I will say, I do want to, thank you publicly for not only doing such a great job at Flagler Humane Society, but also just collaborating and sharing information with me and with so many other groups that I work with, just sharing your expertise and just helping animal welfare, which has no boundaries, right? We're in Costa Rica right now. Mm-hmm. So animals, we need to be humane and have compassion for them regardless of where we live. But it takes people like you who is an expert in this industry, in this space, to share that with others, right? Which is such a great, inspiring thing.
Thank you for those sweet words. And we were supposed to go to a commercial a couple minutes ago, but I couldn't stop you while you were giving me that compliment. We gotta hear all that. So we're going to quick go to a commercial, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy Caratenuto here with Boo Boo and Nicole and Maylin from Costa Rica. And I wanted to mention that I know you were just talking about the kids coming and everything that they learn at the sanctuary there. And Flagler Humane Society hosts a summer camp. We've been doing summer camp now for, 6 years or so. So our summer camps are coming up. If anybody wants to register, kids going into 3rd through 5th grade camp is the week of July 14th. Kids going into 6th through 8th grade camp is the week of July 28th. So super fun camps. We do them from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. at the shelter. We have guest animal speakers, anything from baby chicks to the sheriff's horses sometimes come. We've got baby goats that have come, hedgehogs, birds, iguanas, a little bit of everything we have as guests at summer camp. And we do a lot of crafts, and then we have a field trip on the last day of camp. So it's a really fun camp at the shelter. Proceeds do come to help the shelter animals. It's $250 per kid. So if you're interested in signing kids up for summer camp, flaglerhumanesociety.org has all the details on that. So, like I said, it's a little bit like what you guys were talking about that you do in Costa Rica, but yours is not really called camp, right?
Right. Actually, we do live in a summer camp. So if you like to have it and to live it, come with us. Absolutely.
Yeah, every month is summer camp here in Costa Rica.
Not fair.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. And you said like you live in summer camp. Can you say that in Spanish for us too?
Oh, sí, si quieres vivir siempre en un verano, en campamento de verano, ven acá con nosotros, a Guayaba Animal Rescue.
Awesome. Well, I really want to thank you guys for being part of the show today. I was looking forward to having Nicole on the show since this was her show to start with. I know David Ayers had said, "Yeah, I remember Nicole. I love Nicole." So even though you're in Costa Rica, you're here with us in spirit, right?
Oh, you know what? I miss you guys, and I'm so proud of Flagler Humane Society and the work that you're doing with your team. And please, everyone, come and visit us in Costa Rica. It's if you haven't been here, it's a really special country. If you have been here, you know that. But this is a rural, very authentic location, about an hour north of the Liberia airport, so easy to get to. And our website is our name. It's guayaboanimalrescue.org. And Guayabo is GUAYABO animalrescue.org. So thank you so much. And keep on saving lives there in Flagler.
Yeah, and thank you guys for everything that you've done. And keep spaying and neutering, and we're all going to come visit. So, and we're going to get Boo Boo adopted today too. So, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you both for being on the show today, and thanks Boo Boo.